Afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Clegg's Creations. My name is Jeanette and this is my husband
Tim.
And today is the 29th of December 2023 and this is just a small video for us to answer some of your questions. I know that we did say we would come on the 28th, but we've been really busy, haven't we?
Yes, terribly so.
We have had family visiting from the south and they came a day early. They wasn't a day early. We got the dates wrong. So they arrived the day before we thought they were going to. So yeah, all our plans went to complete pot. So here we are, a day late, and I do apologise.
But we're ready now.
Yeah, but we're ready now, aren't we?
Eager.
Right. Are you?
I am,
Are you
yeah.
eager to tell them all your tales?
I've only got one tail.
Right, so I've written them all down and I've written most of them down. If I've missed any of the questions that you've asked me out, please do let me know, and at some point between now and my next video, I'll try and fill you in on what they were, but I think I've got them all down. There was quite a few repeat ones, so obviously we'll just answer that once and then it'll tell you all what you wanted to know. So the first one is, what type of laser cutter has Timothy got?
This'll be me.
Over to you, Timothy.
I've got it's a Atom Stack 5-watt laser. It's got a 400 by 400 millimeter bed, so I can fit something of that size in it. And that's basically it. It came from China. When I bought it, I was buying it just as a bit of a plaything, just to see how it was going to go. And I did intend to buy a much bigger, much more powerful one, but I haven't got around to that yet.
Are you going to do that?
Well, bigger, not necessarily, because there's not much room.
As you've
more
seen.
Powerful, yes, I will get a more powerful one.
Right, okay. So a few people asked that question, so I hope that's cleared all that up for you. The next one was, do we think it's important for us to both have our own hobbies? I'll answer that, yes.
I don't think so. Yes, I do.
No, that was a little bit quick, but Tim and I have been retired now, pushed into retirement through COVID, and he has his hobbies, I have mine. My hobby's upstairs, as you all know.
And mine's outside.
And Tim's is outside. Tim has a shed in the back garden, and he also has his workshop in the front garden, and it really works well. We do a lot together. Really, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
We do spend an awful lot of time together. We do a lot together. But there is times that I certainly think it's very important that we have our own hobbies. Do you think that?
Without a doubt.
We'd probably
There'd probably be a death in the relationship if we didn't.
And it'd probably be him.
Yeah. Depends
right.
if you eat the mushrooms.
What mushrooms? Oh no. We're off already. What are we in? 3 minutes in and it's just being silly. Right, let me see what the next one was. Right, the next one was, and we're going to answer this honestly, was what is our favourite way to spend Christmas and New Year? You go first, darling. What's your favourite way?
My favourite way is to get on a big iron bird, fly somewhere lovely and warm, and sit on a beach and not eat turkey.
My favourite way is to eat turkey, stay at home where it's cold and cosy, and have all my family around me. But you do like that.
Oh,
Don't say you don't.
I like the
'cause you
family
do.
thing, yeah.
I mean, we had the whole family here for a few days. They've just all gone home today. And we've had a really, really nice time. It's been hectic at times because we don't live in a massive big house. And at one point there was there 10 or 12 of us here?
Can't remember.
When Robert
Can't count
and
past
Neil
9.
came. Yeah, there was a lot of us here. So it's a tight squeeze, but who cares? All the chairs are odd. The tablecloths don't match. The cutlery nearly matches. The serving dishes definitely don't match, but it don't matter, does it? Because we had a lovely time. It was nice to spend time with everybody. We played silly games. It was just lovely, and that's what I prefer. But having said that, I wouldn't be adverse to going on an iron bird and trying it out to go away for Christmas where it was warm.
We did go to Prague once, but that was certainly not warm. It was, well, It was about 0 degrees, so
it was
yeah.
cold.
And it was a little bit. It was hard work, really.
It was a disaster because we was under the impression, and rightly so, weren't we? Because
we were told.
we were told that everywhere's open.
Yeah.
The restaurants will be open, sightseeing, and so we just treated it as it would be a holiday over Christmas, and that wasn't the case. On Christmas Eve at lunchtime,
Christmas Day, wasn't it?
Yeah, but at Christmas Eve on
yeah.
lunchtime, everything closed down like it should be, and then we had nowhere to eat. We was just staying in a
hotel.
Was it just a hotel? But we mustn't.
Best Western.
We mustn't have had either bed and breakfast or full board. We must have just had.
We had an option. We had a choice to book the Christmas dinner at the hotel.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
But we'd inquired at a couple of restaurants, and we'd been told that the restaurants were open Christmas Day, so we didn't have to stay in the hotel. We could go around the town and eat at one of the many restaurants that were there. Unfortunately, we were lied to. There wasn't one restaurant open past 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It was disastrous.
We found that out. Unfortunately, we found that out at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We went for a snack at
A pizza place.
No, it was that the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, that's right.
We just thought we'd have a snack, and then we would go back late, about 6 o'clock, and have an evening meal. And when we got there, the girl that was the greeter, she said, "You need to hurry up. We're closing in an hour." So we had to power down a full meal, so that we were okay for the rest of the day.
It was quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't funny. It was a shame, really, because Prague is beautiful, and I'd go back again and again. But I don't think I'd go. I think if I went away at Christmas, it would have to be in a hotel that was full board in the sun.
Yeah,
That's the only way I would do it. So even Christmas Day, if there was nothing special on, you would still have food and catered for, basically.
Or go somewhere where the restaurant staff don't lie to you.
Yeah, but did it? Well, I don't.
They did.
No, to be fair, love, I don't know. I don't think they lied to us. I think they didn't understand us.
Okay.
I think there was a difference. I think they just kept going yes, no matter what we asked them. I think they just kept going yes, and I think that's what it was. Anyway, we'll stop with that one.
Okay.
Another lady has asked, where is Bagpus? If you've been around here a long time, you'll know I've started crocheting a Bagpus. Bagpus went in the bin around November time. I can honestly say it's the worst amigurumi I have ever made. The pattern was horrendous to follow. It was just horrible. There was just nothing nice about it, and I'm really sorry if there's anybody here that's offended by that. We're all different. Our levels of crochet and whatnot are different, and I could not crochet Bagpus. Sorry about the sunshine. Do you think I should shut the blinds?
Where did that? No, it's fine. It's okay. They can see us, I'm sure.
Right. Where did what?
Where did what?
You was going to say where did?
I don't know.
Bagpus came...
Oh, where did the sun come from?
Oh,
sorry.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Bagpus came out of a supplement of a magazine. I can't remember which magazine it was, but yeah, it was not enjoyable to make and is in the bin, and I will never be trying that again. Right, the next one is... a few people have asked what we did before we retired. Tim, you go first.
Well, before I retired, I was a fire alarm engineer, but that wasn't, strictly speaking, my career. I sort of went into that. I used to be an engineer. I used to own my own business, making components for textile machinery. Went to America a few times, worked in America a few times, and when I came back, things weren't quite...
Can I just stop you there? When you say went to America, you need to explain to the lovely viewers what went to America means. Did you go for a holiday?
No, I moved to America to work.
Right.
I had a job offer over there. I went working over there. Went working over there 3 times, to be honest with you. But things didn't work out. My then wife wanted to return to England, which meant that if I wanted to keep my wife, I had to return with her.
Not me. This isn't me.
No,
this is his first wife, Jeanette.
The practice.
Yeah. His first wife was called Jeanette.
Anyway, so I used to be in engineering, and then when I came back from America, I needed to get work, ideally that provided me with transportation. So I just went into. Well, that's not strictly true. I was going to say I went straight into being an engineer for fire alarms, but prior to that, for 18 months, I think I had a bar, bought into a bar. Ran the bar, and that will come up in a minute. That covers another question.
Oh, does it?
Well, where did we meet?
Oh, right, okay. Right, so I left school at 16 and went into dental nursing, and I was a dental nurse for 20 years. And then we went to America. Tim and I used to live in America. On the third time he went to work there, I was married to him. So we went and lived in America for a couple of years. And then when I came back, I got a job in a yarn shop and a part-time. And then I had a job at Angela's at the bobbin patch part-time. And then, of course, when COVID hit, Tim had problems with his heart and had to have surgery, open heart surgery. I had breast cancer, so we both decided we'll just give it up as a bad job, didn't we? We thought life's too short, let's enjoy our life, so that's what we've done. So that's us. The next one, love, is do you have a YouTube channel, and are you ever going to have one?
I might in the future. I have actually got a few videos that are up on YouTube, but I put them there so that various members of the family and friends could watch bits and pieces that I'd done, but they're not. None of them are entertaining videos. Some of them are videos that I've done when I've been droning, so there's no commentary or anything. There's a few funny videos that I did when we went on vacation to America, and we stayed in what can only be described as a dump. And
it was a skip, not a dump. It was a skip.
But I did a few videos taking the mickey out of the hotel and the decor of the hotel. But I only put them up there basically for my son to watch.
It's a good job we both got a sense of humour, because that hotel we stayed in, if we hadn't have laughed, we'd have cried.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. Anyway, so
right.
that's it, yeah.
So no, you haven't got, well, he has, but not really of any. So you're thinking
nothing
about,
that you'd want to have a look
Are you
at.
thinking about it in the future?
Yeah, possibly, yes,
Right.
because once I get a new laser cutter, I think I will put more videos on, because I've got some interesting ideas with regard to laser engraving.
Right. So the next question is, and a few people have asked me this, is how I got into crafting. My parents, my mum and dad, and a member of my family bought wool shops. My parents had yarn shops, and I was only quite young, probably 18, 19, and was not into yarn at all. I preferred to go out partying and having fun. So I didn't take advantage of that. And so then unfortunately, I lost my parents, and then later on in life, I was ill. I had a mini stroke, and I was a smoker. And so the doctor or the consultant at the hospital said if I didn't stop smoking, I was going to die, and I needed to find something to do with my hands. And it was Tim that said, do you not fancy? It was you, weren't it?
I can't remember.
I'm sure it was you.
It's a long way.
That says, do you not fancy knitting or crocheting? And I knew how to knit. I wasn't so good at crocheting, but I knew how to knit. And so we came straight from the hospital after seeing the consultant and went and found a yarn shop. I bought lots of single or double balls of wool to make scarves with. I sat for probably 3 months, didn't I? And that's all I ever made was scarves. I didn't do anything else, but it did help me to stop smoking. I didn't smoke. So, and I don't smoke now.
The scarves kept going out.
What?
The scarves kept going out. She couldn't keep them lit.
So yeah, that's how I got into it basically, because I was poorly, and smoking was making me, was killing me, and so I had to stop it. So I needed something to do with my hands. I did always read a lot, but I much preferred to knit and crochet, and that's how I got into it, unfortunately, through illness. The next one was, do I ever make anything for Mr. C?
Yes, absolutely. No, she's made me a few hats. I'm after a pair of socks next. I've got to wait though. She's in the middle of a couple of pair of socks, so it's going to be a while.
And no, the only reason I'm put off making socks for men is because many of you that are old guys around here that keep coming back and watching us know that I am, I'm not. It's not that I'm not a lover of making socks. I do one, and I've had enough. So can you imagine trying to do 2 socks for what size are you? 9?
I'm 10. My feet's a size 10. I mean, my shoes are size 10.
Yeah, so they're not massive feet, but they're big enough to make a pair of socks. But I will make you a pair of socks this year. I don't know when, but I will. But I do make him a lot of hats. I made him...
And scarves.
Yeah. I made him 2 really nice hats last year. I made him 2 the year before. I've made you 1 this year, haven't I?
Yeah.
Colour work one. I did a really nice colour work one for him. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on the screen for you. But I will make you a pair of socks, darling. Okay. So yeah, I do make things for Mr. C, but...
Oh, my doll at the side of my bed.
Oh yeah, I made him...
now that is a doll.
You like that, don't you?
I certainly do.
And again, you've seen them, but I'll still put a picture up for you.
Teddy.
I made one for his side of the bed and one for my side of the bed. Right, and you can answer this one. The next one, how did we meet?
Well, I did mention that I bought a bar when I came back from America. And one night while I was working there, this young lady at the side of me came in. And I thought, well, we'll see what she drinks. Anyway, she drank gin and tonic, so I tried to ditch her.
Oh, don't say that.
No. We just got chatting. And... well, yeah, basically that was it. She came in a few nights later. We had
with some friends. I weren't just casually going in bars by myself. There was a group of friends with me. Yes, yeah.
And yeah, the second time she came in, she decided she wanted to drink cheeky vimtos.
Oh yeah, right.
And it was quite ironic, really, because we had no port in the bar. We usually did have. But this particular evening, we didn't have any port. So I ran across to the pub opposite and said, can I borrow a couple of bottles of port?
But that makes me sound like a right...
I wanted some in case other people decided they wanted cheeky vimtos.
Right.
So.
Can I just tell you what a cheeky vimto is if you don't know? It is a measure of port and a bottle of blue Wicked, WKD, and it's delicious, and it just tastes like vimto. And if you don't know what vimto is a northern drink. It's a fruit drink, and it's delicious. You've seen me drink it on here before. So that's where we met, in a bar.
My bar.
His bar.
My rules.
Yeah. Right, does Tim knit or crochet?
No.
Right, that's that out the way. Have you always been good at making things? Have you always been good, I guess?
That me?
Yes. Have you always been good with your hands, I guess that means?
Well, yes, because I was an engineer, I've always sort of got my head around how things work and usually how things could work better. I did a lot of that. I did a lot of that in my early days in my business, improving stuff. And yeah, I've always been able to get my head around making things. I suppose the favourite thing that I made for Crafty Cleggs was, well, I called it Goliath. It's a winder, but it's 6 metres in, well, it's not 6 metres in diameter, it's 6 metres in circumference, which enables me to wind extremely large skeins of yarn for dyeing to be self-striping.
which is very clever. He's really clever, I have to say. I know you shouldn't blow somebody else's trumpet, but his trumpet deserves to be blown. He is extremely clever when it comes to things like that. And I'm very lucky because he's always wanting to help me out. He's always happy to help me out in the shop. Right, Timothy, another one for you. And this is off a lady called Crafty Tash. She has asked, would you consider making things to sell in my shop?
Of course.
Because she's got an idea. I don't know what that is.
Bring on the ideas.
Yeah,
I'm the man to put ideas into, give them some body. Yeah.
So yeah, Crafty Tash, if you want to get in touch with Timothy or me, well, actually, it'll have to be me. We'll leave our email address down below. Just send me an email and I'll pass on your idea to Timothy. I just wanted to say as well that another lady has commented, Jane, hello Jane, she met her husband through writing letters. They were pen pals and they've now been married for 33 years. So congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Tim, another question was, how long have we been married? We have been married 20 years on the 6th of February next year. 20 years, darling.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see these wrinkles?
We did actually try for Valentine's Day, didn't we?
Yeah,
in
we
February.
did at the time, yeah.
But there was about a 6-year waiting list to get married in on Valentine's Day, and we're like, don't really want to do that.
Not going to work, really.
Well, no, because it was our second marriage and we wasn't young chicks, and yeah, it was just something we wanted to do, so we just got the closest date to it that we possibly could. Right, so that's that. Another lady has asked how I became friends with Dawn and Karen. I became friends with them through the internet. I first got friendly with Dawn. I used to watch Dawn every Sunday morning. I'd get up every Sunday morning and Dawn used to upload a video of what she'd got up to in the week. My friend Dawn is from Dawn's Days, or the Wolven Almanac, and she lives in the Netherlands. She is originally from Manchester, and I used to watch her every Sunday morning, and I got comments. I used to comment, and then we got chatting, and we just became friends. I think our bond was that we were both from Manchester. I was born and bred in Manchester, as was Dawn. So yeah, I think that's how we became close friends. And then when COVID hit, unfortunately, we was all banished to the house, and I joined a Zoom group which was put together by another lady called Angela. And Karen attended this Zoom group, and again, you get chatting, and we realised Karen wasn't very far away. And we all started to meet up, and yeah, we've just become firm friends. So basically, we've met them all through the internet. I suppose it's like crafting dating, but on the internet, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Bit like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Another lady says, do we live in a village? No, unfortunately, we do not live in a village. We live on the outskirts of a town called Oldham. We live at the top of a hill that's this steep. Can you see? It's literally that steep. So we literally live right on the top of a hill. So we have a very, very good view, but it's also freezing cold. We get snowed in when it snows. We get battered when it rains and there's wind.
We always live in a cloud as well.
Yes, yeah.
There's always a cloud outside our window.
So no, we don't live in a village, but I would love to live in a village. Another lady has considered, would I consider doing a vlog, let me get this right, I don't even know how to say this, a journaling vlog throughout January. And I'm afraid the answer to that has got to be no, simply because it's too soon after Christmas. I'm not saying that I never would. I am definitely going to put videos up in January, but I don't know as if I'd want to do it every day. I think it's a bit soon, because we've got things that we want to do. We have got things and places that we want to go, and as you can appreciate, vlogging every day, I love it, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, we both enjoy it, don't we? But it is a very, very, it's hard work. You have to constantly consider filming and uploading, and then if the internet isn't playing right and it's not uploading, it can be quite stressful because you're trying to be constant for your viewers. So yeah, unfortunately not, but I will be putting videos up in January over on my crafting channel, which I will leave a link for down below. Let me just turn the page. I don't think there's many more now. Yeah, we've only got a few more now. Right. Oh, so yeah, we've been married 20 years. That was one of them. The next one is, did we grow up in the area that we live in now? And my answer to that is no. As you know, I was born and bred in Manchester. So up to me being, I'd say probably 12, I used to live in Manchester, on the outskirts of Manchester, in a place called Higher Openshaw. And then when I was about 12, we moved to Hyde in Cheshire. And then about 4 years after that, we moved to Lydgate in Saddleworth, which is not far from us. And then I have lived in this area all my married life. So probably for the past 20, 30 years. No. Yeah, because I've lived in Shaw. Yeah, I've lived in this area for about 30 years now. But no, I was originally born and bred in Manchester.
I was born in Oldham. Apart from living in America 3 times, I've always lived in Oldham.
Oh yeah, I've lived in America.
When I was...
I forgot about that.
When I was 4 years old, my parents decided to move into a pub. Obviously, they took me with them. And I lived in pubs for 20 odd years. Very successful pubs as well. But my father died in 1976. I was in my 20s, 24, something, 25. I can't remember. Anyway, 22, sorry. So I stayed there for a couple of years. My mother kept the pub on, so I stayed there for a couple of years helping her out. And that's when I started my business with my brother, engineering business. Yeah, and that's basically it. So yeah, apart from living in America, I've always lived in Oldham.
Right. A lady has asked, do we live in a house, a bungalow or an apartment? And we live in a 3-bedroom, is it a townhouse when they're joined like
so,
this?
Yes.
So there's 6 houses in our row and they're all joined together. So yeah, we live in a house. We have a back garden and a front garden. It's a 3-bedroomed, and we had a kitchen only because it was here when we moved in. I wouldn't have one if it was left to me, but Tim does all the cooking. Yeah, we live in a house, so that's that. Another lady has asked how you get the beautiful black pattern on the white pot that I stored my candles in throughout Vlogmas.
Oh, right, okay. With the laser engraver, and I have a rotary attachment which allows me to engrave on circular or cylindrical objects. But prior to trying to engrave it, because the laser isn't particularly powerful, you've got to prime the surface with paint. If you want white engraving, you've got to paint it black. And if you want black engraving, you've got to paint it white. And that's
Crazy.
it. Basically, just get an image that you want, put it in the program that drives the laser, just adjust the size so that it's the right size for the object that you're putting it on, and press the button. That's it.
And away you go.
Yeah. I shouldn't make it sound that easy, should I? There's a lot of skill involved that I'm not going to tell you about.
And my last question, but by no means least, is what is the favourite thing I've ever made? I don't think I have a favourite thing because I always love everything I make. There's not many things that I make that I don't look at and think, oh, I love that, really, is there? I tend
that with everything, really.
I tend to love everything I make. Probably my most treasured thing is a bear. I made a teddy bear, and it's a knitted teddy bear, and I still have it. and I made it from Angora wool. He's falling apart, his legs are all twisted, his arms are all twisted, his eyes are up, one's up here, one's down there, but it was the very, very first toy that I ever made. So suppose if I had to put a, choose one, that would have to be it, because, yeah, I suppose because it was my very first one. But yeah, there's not many things that I make that I don't love, let me tell you.
Except Bagpus.
Oh yeah, Bagpus was a... And that's it. That's all our questions. So thank you for writing in and asking. And do you want to say anything?
No, just exactly the same. Thanks very much for asking the question, going to the trouble of asking the questions and submitting them.
I will, let me just tell you now, I am going to do a little video of a bit of a roundup, and I think I'm probably going to do it today because I'm set up. So if I've got the same sweatshirt on when you see the next video, don't think, oh, she's not even got changed, because I haven't, because it's all in the same day. So today is, what day is it?
It's Friday.
Friday. Yeah, so I'm going to put this out tonight, and then I'll probably put my roundup of the year out tomorrow, because on New Year's Eve we've got our granddaughters coming to stay, which is really nice. We've just been out today and bought some ingredients to have a little picnic, haven't we? We're going to let some fireworks off for them and have a little picnic. And yeah, and that's it. I'll record my next video, and hopefully I'll see you very soon in the new year for paper crafting and fibre crafting. Have a lovely new year, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.